Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one of the most annoying things about living in Korea, the online payment system. I just had to deal with this for 2 hours. It was so annoying. I feel so frustrated right now. It took me 2 hours. I was just buying a plane ticket for my trip in 2 weeks, and it took 2 hours just to pay for it. It's so frustrating, and this is not like this is a normal thing. Like, this happens quite often if you're paying for stuff online in Korea. Like, buying stuff on like Gmarket or something it's not a huge problem, but when you're paying for like bigger things, or if you want to transfer using like a bank transfer or something, paying for a lot of stuff online has a lot. It's really frustrating. It's not simple just like adding your credit card details or anything. When you want to pay for something, first you need to install like 50 million security programs, then you enter your card details, and then you need to like get a confirmation with your phone number, and then they need to send you a message, and then you got to type in that code that they sent to you into the website. And then you also have like, if you get like even one thing wrong in your name, or anything wrong with like any of your details is like slightly wrong, they won't accept it, and then you have to work out what's wrong, and they won't tell you what's wrong. It will just say that it's not accepted, which is really annoying. Because if you're a foreigner and you have to write your name in English, that makes it harder, because you don't know like if they put a space in your name or not, like between your first and last name, if you put a space, because Korean names, they don't have a space. It's just it's usually 3 syllables, like first and last name, and it's usually 3 syllables just put together, and it's usually last name first and then the first name, and then there's no space in between. But if you're a foreigner, it's really hard to remember like if they put your name like first name first or first name last, if they put a space between your names at all, if it's all caps or not all caps. You have to remember it exactly. Like, the caps have to be correct, it has to have a space. If it has a space, it has to be in the right order. It's really annoying. Like, one time, I think the first few times when I was doing it took me hours because I could not remember the order of it on my phone. So I had to actually contact my phone company, and like I got a text message from them which had my name in it. It's so damn annoying. It took me so long just to pay for my plane ticket. I had to do so many steps. Like, one of the things I did, like, it asked me for like I had to get like all that like stuff that I just said, like all the security stuff, and then I also had to get like my phone number, which had to be all correct and stuff. Then I had to get I had to get a phone number of someone in Japan where I'm going to. And yes, I had to wait for like someone to, one of my friends in Japan to send me their phone number. But because no one was replying quickly enough, I decided to use a different website, like go directly to the the airline company's website to buy my plane ticket. And what happened was, I got everything like done well, but then with the final payment thing, I clicked on it, and it like opened up like a new window, a tiny new window, which was for paying using my bank's like portal. And what happened was I had to install a security program first. So I did that, which was fine. And then I had 2 options: paying with I don't know what it is in English, like paying with this other method. I mean, it's not paying, it's what's it called? Confirming, or it's a kind of security measure. One way you have to authenticate using your phone number, and the other way is using this other method, like a certificate or something like that. And it was so annoying. I first tried to use the phone method, which is usually the most simple, but it told me that I put my name in incorrectly, but there was no place to put my name in. So how did it know that my name was incorrectly when I never entered my name? There was no slot to enter your name. So I couldn't even do that because I couldn't correct my name because there was nowhere to correct my name. So then I tried to use the other method, and the other method said I need to install the security program. So I installed it, and then I clicked it again. Then it said wait for it to finish installing. So I waited for it. Then after it finished installing, it told me I needed to install the program. So even though I installed the program, it kept telling me I needed to install the program. It was so frustrating, and I went through this like so much like in the past, like even when I want to do internet banking, just simple internet banking, you need to do so many things. Like you have to install a certificate on a USB, and you need to install like 4 or 5 like security programs, which they can all be installed at once, which thankfully they can all be installed at the same time. But like you have to install all this stuff, and if you use Mac, just leave it in your home country. Don't even bring it to Korea. So many websites in Korea are not going to work with a Mac, and also so many websites in Korea only work with Internet Explorer. Why Internet Explorer? I don't know, but you can't do stuff with like Chrome and other stuff. Like it has to be Internet Explorer. So like if you want to do internet banking, you can do it with like Chrome, but there's often problems. Like you're gonna get your best results with Internet Explorer, and you have to install like 50 million 50 million security programs. When I tried to do internet banking on my Mac, it was frustrating as hell. Basically, it told me to install all these programs. I installed them all, and then what happened was I went back to the home page and it told me I need to install them. So I installed them again, and then it said you need to install them, and it wouldn't stop telling you that. And I did that for like, I think I did it like 20 times or something, and then finally it allowed me to do it. And that was so annoying, and I basically just gave up. And at that time, I only had a MacBook at my home. Now I have like a Windows laptop. But yeah, at that time, I only did my internet banking at school or at the ATM. Now I can do it on my Windows laptop. But even though I have a Windows one now, it's still frustrating. Like it's a lot easier than a MacBook, but it's still not easy. There's always problems. There's always stuff I have to install. But yeah, anyway, sorry about like this huge rant. I know after 2 hours of dealing with this, hopefully you can understand why I'm so like frustrated right now. But anyway, hopefully this is kind of like helpful for anyone who plans to or wants to live in Korea, whether or not you're going to be like a exchange student or working here. Keep this in mind. This is really important information. Be prepared for this. I recommend you have a Windows laptop if you're coming here. Korea is not Mac friendly, and Korea is not Google Chrome friendly. So yeah, hopefully, even though it was a rant, hopefully it was helpful for people coming here. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you liked the content, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.